Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Zebra Nation Plays Football Manager 2017. This is our build a club in the MLS, Lansing United. We've got a three-quarter season check-in. Let's do just that and check in. As you can see here, we've moved up to third place in the Western Conference. Not the Eastern Conference. I played in the Eastern Conference for so long in the last version of the game, but now we're playing in the Western Conference over here. 38 points, 1 point out of second place, and second place is very important because that gets us a bye into the second round of the playoffs. But the bad news is it looks like the Houston Dynamo here have kind of run away with things with 47 points. We're 9 points behind them, so it's 3 full wins. Not good. I guess the only good thing, the only silver lining right now is we've got the same number of losses as they do, and they've got one game in hand. So there is a slim potential that we could catch them, but we would have to go on a heck of a winning streak here. And speaking of streaks, let's take a look at our, what am I looking for? Schedule. There it is. You can see we've done okay in the last 5 games. That's usually how I like. Well, I guess we can go back to all the way to the midpoint. So that would be like the last 7 games. Still doing okay. We've got 4 wins in there, 3 draws, 2 losses. So that's the last 9 games, if I can add. But still, it's a decent run of late. We've made some changes in the roster as well. Take a look at our tactics. We're gonna try the 4-4-2 diamond formation, which we made famous in our previous save. Although we're gonna go with diamond wide instead of diamond narrow. I'm missing this defensive midfielder in our defense. We've given up too many goals in some of our games. You know, we are scoring a lot, but we're giving up a lot of goals too, so we want to make sure that we solidify that attack. And speaking of the attack, we've got, I don't know if you noticed, but we're playing 2 strikers. Trying to do that more. We've been playing much better since we started the 2 striker formation, so I'm very happy about that. It's I wasn't real comfortable playing the 1 striker formation because my wingers weren't very offensive, so it was down to a 2-man offense anyway. It was down to my advanced midfielder and my striker to score all the goals, or the majority of the goals anyway. So we're going to do it this way and give it a chance. The other thing this formation does with the 2 strikers and the advanced midfielder is it lets me put in some of my other advanced midfielders who aren't attackers, who are more playmakers. It lets them get the ball, make the play up to here to the strikers. And the striker I've chosen to bring in is Jordan Hamilton, who might be familiar if you watched any of my Toronto FC, which I doubt it. But he was a guy I picked up for Toronto FC because I was looking for Canadian players, of course, being in Toronto. But for this here save, I didn't really know where he was at. I didn't know if he was still a youngster at this point or if he was on Toronto FC or what. But my coaches did a scouting of the Gold Cup competition, and they found Jordan Hamilton on the Canadian national team, but he didn't have a club team. So I signed him, picked him up. He's only 21 years old. He's got good physical abilities other than his stamina, of course. But he's got high strength. He's a target man. He's a big, strong guy. And, you know, he's a pretty decent player. He's got good potential. I think he's a little better even than last season with FM 2016. He's got, I think last time he only started out with 2 stars. Now he's starting out with 2.5 stars. He's got 4-star potential. So hopefully we can bring that out of him this time around. We got Ramirez back from injury. We got Allen back from injury. So we're kind of set at the striker position now. Midfield-wise, we're a little bit thin. Boateng got injured. he's getting old anyway, so he's going to be a little bit more susceptible to injuries. But we've still got Blake, who's a multi-talented guy in the midfield. He can play central midfield or advanced midfield. We've also dropped our wingers back from advanced midfield to just regular midfield because we've been playing Lang and Cruz anyway, our veterans. We haven't been getting enough out of our youngsters. So we're going to leave them alone for one more season, let them mature and hopefully get better next season because Cruz and Lang, I believe their contracts are running out. So it's going to be up to the youngsters next season, but this season it's getting down to crunch time, so we're going to go with the veterans. And yeah. So here's our competition for the day. You can see our schedule. We've got about 8 games left in the season. We're playing Sporting Kansas City, 12th in the Supporters Shield. So they're not real good this year. They're usually a good team, though. They've got a history of being a very good team. So, they can jump up and bite us. Let's take a look at their team this season. I mean, that's a good-looking team. I don't see too many problems. They got some problems on central defense here. Their goalkeeper's decent. I mean, he's average, but he's not a weakness, I would say. Strong in the midfield. Okay strikers. So, they're going to be a tough matchup. But, yeah, let's just submit our team and get ready for the match. Some observations about the game. I'm a little disappointed that I was able to build this team so quickly. I was looking forward to a little bit more challenge in terms of building the team and struggling my way up. But I guess it's good for the first season to get a winning season out of the way so that you get the club behind you and you don't have to always worry about being fired. I'm already getting job offers. Big MLS teams are offering me, Portland and Los Angeles, New York. They've all offered me jobs and I've had to turn them down just because I don't want to leave my club. I don't think I'll close down on these guys. They're defensive midfielder or they're wingers. They're fullbacks. So just keep it sort of basic there. Overall pep talk. Go out there and impress me. So we've been trying standard issue, a little more balanced. We'll see how that works. Getting away from the counter-attacking. Everybody standing for the national anthem. Good job. So yeah, a little disappointed. I don't know if the way I was able to build this club was a product of the MLS system, which tries to keep all the teams as equal as possible. Through the salary cap and all their different transfer rules and roster rules and all those kind of things. Whether it's that or is it because Minnesota started with decent players and ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. That was too easy, boys. Too flippin' easy. Manzoro, that's a nice name to Palmer Brown. Alright, so we're down 1 already. That's no good. We started making changes in the lineup because we lost 6-0 to a team, and it was just like nothing we could do. It was brutal. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. So I think that the other coaches and other teams can catch on to your tactics. It seems like that's happening. My team started scoring less, getting scored on more. When I just stuck to the same tactics. Where in FM16, it was really best to just pick one tactic and stick to it and and not really mess around with things too much because it got your team fluid, and a fluid team was really a team that didn't make mistakes. So I don't know if that's match engine, if that's just a product of the schedule. Maybe I'm just playing tougher teams at the moment. I haven't really delved into it very highly. Alright, let's see if we can get a highlight here near the end. Got our fullbacks moving up. There's Mr. Mixoplex, not doing his job particularly. There's our new man, Uloa. We brought him in because he's a central midfielder, but also a defensive midfielder. So it gives us a little more flexibility in terms of the formations we can use. There's a nice pass to Hamilton. What's he going to do with it? Nothing. He's going to lose it. So they got their goal on a special teams. Let's see if we can score during the regular course of play that we could. Oh, nice pass. Lang, the old man off the crossbar. You know, I tried to get rid of this guy. He just wouldn't go away. He was just doing his thing. He just said, you know what, I'm going to be the best winger on the team. I'm not going to pay attention to all the transfer rumors. And boom. He's been our key man. It's, you know, not our best player, but just when he's on the field, we seem to win. You know, it's just no way around it. So we're going to keep Lang. We've taken him off the transfer market, even though, you know, his skills are declining at 29 years old. He's not feeling that great. I mean, he's fairly good for happiness. That's okay. He's got 2 negatives, probably transfer related. So keep going out there. You can win, boys. I think we'll try to retain possession and be more disciplined. See what that gets us in the second half. It seemed like we were turning the ball over a little too much. Let's get a stop here on defense and then try to take control of the match, hopefully. So the odd thing is that my players are good, but they're not great. You know, I don't have any dominant player. It's not like I've got an unstoppable striker or anything like that. I mean, Mr. Mixoplex is pretty good, but he's not that good. He's tired. Okay, so I'm going to sub him out. Bring in well, let's see here. Alvarez is who we want to bring in. Our subs are all messed up somehow for some reason. That's strange. Alright, now 70 minutes gone. We've had no sniff of a highlight in this second half. So let's try to change the pace a little bit. Let's go attacking, why not? And remember to hit play. Cruz is tired. Lang is tired. Our wingers are, yeah, I guess they're still wingers. Even though they're midfield wingers, they're still wingers. Oh, wait, we're getting a highlight here. Brovsky with the throw in. That was an awful throw in. Good job. Let's see if he can win it back. Alright, good man. Good man. Let's restart this attack. Cruz. Uloa. I don't know how to pronounce that name at all. There it is. Ooh, boys, come on. Come on now. You gotta show me what you got. Let's look at the subs here we were gonna make. I guess, oh yeah, our subs, how did they get all messed up? Well, we can still bring in Zusi. Cruz. We can bring in Pelosi. Yeah, for some reason I switched around Pelosi and Alvarez. Because Pelosi's our only other guy who could play defensive midfielder. But he's also looks like our only option at left wing. since we subbed those guys out. Well, you know what? Let's hold off on that. I mean, don't need to substitute everybody in right away. 77 minutes. We still got a little bit of ways to go. I don't know if you can hear or not. I got a little bit of cold. Got stuffy nose. Not good for recording. Nice tackle. Brovsky. Get it upfield, boys. Come on. Matriculate the ball down the field. This isn't good. Defensive midfielder. Get in there and stop him. Oh, what was that? That's a goaltender thing I was talking about a few episodes ago, where the ball looks like it's going in the net, and then boom, it snaps to the goalkeeper. So hopefully they fix that little animation issue. Alright, so the question is, do we sub out Uloa and his yellow card, or Lang, Hamilton, 85 minutes? If we're going to do it, we should do it now. I guess we'll get rid of that yellow card, bring in Pelosi, even though he's not the greatest defensive midfielder in the world. He's more of an emergency situation kind of guy, but we're going to bring him in anyway. Get rid of that yellow card. Hopefully he can play that position, not mess it up too much. He doesn't have a lot of match experience right now. Match fitness, I suppose. Okay, this is going to be another draw. Do we get one last shot at it? Nope. 3 minutes of stoppage time. Should be the end of the whistle right there. No, right here. Come on, anytime now you can blow that whistle. It's almost 4.5 minutes. There it is. Okay, so we salvaged yet another draw. We're going to draw our way towards the middle of the table. Yeah, you were unlucky, I guess. I don't know. The goaltender didn't feel he was unlucky. Goaltender felt he had a good match. So we're still stuck in third place, sort of wallowing in third place. Although we got that point to pull even with Dallas. They're probably still yet to play. So if they lose, then we'll be tied for second place. That'll be good. But if they win, we'll be 3 points back again. So that's no good. Let's see. Blake, 6.9 rating. That's not great. 5 saves. 1 goal allowed. Not a great match there for Mr. Blake. And they got the player of the match, Palmer Brown, with his goal. 8.3 rating. That's pretty good. So, quarter season update. Still enjoying the game. Still thinking it's improved over FM16. If they fix some of the things that are problematic, then I think it'll be a really good game. I have noticed some of the stadiums do have the banners, which was one of my little minor nitpicky things. See Sporting Kansas City there, but not all the stadiums have the banners, and my team doesn't have the banners. But that could be just because I'm a Build-A-Club, so that's not a big issue. The big issues are still, I think, what everybody knows about the big issues. It's the deflections off the, when the goalkeeper's trying to clear, or really when anybody's trying to clearance. There are too many deflections that go straight back towards the goal and give the other team an advantage. You can, if you want any proof, you can check my other channel, or not my other channel, my other videos. I've uploaded a bunch of those goals that are deflection type goals. But other than that, I think FM17 is doing well. And I guess I'll see you for the season end review. Bye.